Howdy folks, Coyote Adventures here, back out on the range again today. Gonna do a little test down there at the 50-yard mark, and I'm gonna use this CZ457 because I was telling my brother John, doing this specific test today, as good as this rifle shoots, it is the most ammo picky, finicky, and I don't know if it's because of the little thin barrel they use or what. Y'all seen it in other videos, you know it shoots good, but it's very, very particular. And truth be told, I mean, yeah, the Ruger build definitely outshoots it. But also, this is a good thing in this particular test today because it's going to show any minuscule results all that much faster. Now, what I've got going, all this is CCI, standard velocity. I reused a maxi mag, mini mag, whatever, and that's for my sorted ammo. So we've got, I'm kind of questionable. Some of these, all right, backstory here, I sorted through, and John's my witness here, I sorted through 300 rounds. I dumped 300 rounds of this stuff out, all same lot number, photographed all this, I got pictures of all this, and started going through a process of sorting this ammo. These is all loose crimps. You can take the bullet and wiggle it around in the casing. Kind of sort of theorizing maybe that might be causing some flyers. I don't know, but it's something to test. So we're going to have 25 rounds of this. These all have good tight crimps, but they varied greatly in weight, from as low as 49.3 I think was the lowest to 51.7 was the highest. It's all mixed in the first 15-20 rounds of this. So on that end, I always open them from this end. I don't open them from that end. Open them from that end. It helps keep things straight. But yeah, so that's all tight crimp, but very widely variable weight. Then we've got a special batch over here. And this is CCI standard velocity. These are sorted. All of these are exactly 51.0 grains in weight. We've got 50 just straight out of the box that weighed that amount, untreated, and 50. Sorry, we've got 25 that is untreated, and 25 that are treated with using Lead Fever T1X had used chapstick. Well, this is a form of chapstick. This is Blistex brand, but we're going to try 25 of those greasy boogers. And I've got targets set up according to each of those, so I will get to doing some science here and some shooting, and then I'll walk you down to the targets, or I may bring the target up here, that way I can take a dial caliper measure and show you the actual end results. It's almost sad, but almost comical when you're sitting there shooting and you got 3 bullets touching, fourth bullet makes it about a 0.4, and you're thinking, yeah, this is a good group. And then the very next shot opens it up to like 1.25 inches. Dang it. But that's why we do this. Something I am doing as I'm going along through this test is between each shot groups, each 25 round shot groups, I am swabbing the barrel. Just to keep everything on the up and up and even. Okay, end results. Loose crimp unsorted. Shot a 101, 0.88, 0.46, the 4 of them, and a 0.24. Read my writing with that big old fat Sharpie. 0.24 is 4, and then we had that flyer that made it 406. I meant to get a small measure on this, but anyway, we went up to 0.92. I'm going to guess that to be around a 0.3, high 0.3, 0.4-ish range. But that one flyer made it a 0.92. And again, 0.98. 4 of them in a 0.26, and one flyer made it a 0.98. Now that's on the loose crimp unsorted. Tightly crimped unsorted, 0.69, 0.68, 0.68 with a 0.38 4-shot. So we still have one flyer. 0.77 had a little horizontal string in here. Don't know why. A 0.75. Overall, the crimp definitely makes it more consistent, and Yeah, because I had 0.98s, 0.88s, 0.92, 101s. There's nothing over 0.8 anywhere on this target. Crimps definitely matter. Now, as to the weight sorting portion of this, I don't know why I threw out a 103. Maybe that was me. Maybe it's because I swabbed the barrel between each sets. I don't know. Exactly 51.0 grains, sorted, all tight crimps, 103. I got a 0.55, 0.48, 0.59, and again a 114. Guys, that may have been me. It's definitely not wind. I don't know. It is what it is. Because in that group, 4 of them landed in a 0.39. I may have wiggled. I'm showing it, the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't understand that group, and I don't understand that group really well. But still 594855. Maybe just a touch better than the unsorted. But, you know, there's a 55 and a 48 without flyers. You know, I'm trying to eliminate flyers. That's the whole point. Now, 51 grain, exactly weighted, sorted and lubed with Blistex version of Chapstick brand. 108, again, just like that last group, together in one. Swab the barrel, start over, together in one. A 0.46, a 0.39. I don't know what's going on with that fifth shot. Check this out. 0.72 with an 019 4 shot. 0.59, 0.87, and this is legit. I mean, this thing just started opening up. So at least Blistex for lube, no go. Sorting, making sure the crimps are tight, definitely matters. Now, as far as being exactly sorted weight, I don't know that it makes that much of a difference. I truly don't. I spent literally 2 hours sorting ammo, cleaning the ammo, sorting by both rim thickness and weight. And the rim thickness, I ended up stopped doing that because they were all coming in within 3,000ths. I mean, the rims were extremely consistent, which was the big surprise. But I've got one more test to do. I think I've got time to do it. I'm going to do it at the tail end of this. 50.6 versus 51.2. I just want to see if there's any height difference between these two shot groups. So I'm going to run this. These are going to be 10 shots each. Just all in the same 10 shots, 10 shots. And then we're going to wrap this video up. Short answer, 50.6 grain versus 51.2 grain. Overall cartridge weight made no difference in the height above bullseye. Got a point. These are 10 shot groups, 0.94 and 0.72. 8 are in a 0.52 with 2 outliers. 9 are in a 0.51 and then had that little flyer. It is what it is. As always, I hope everybody has a beautiful, beautiful week. In Jesus' mighty name, God love y'all. Stay strong. Keep praying.